and welcome to an exciting edition of Hidden in the Universal Vault. I'm Ryan, your host, and I was thinking of this movie. So we're taking a look at this CGI movie. This actually was produced by Tim Burton, Tim Burton, and Timber Buckamalbuto. I'm just gonna say Timber. I'm not really sure how his last name's pronounced. But this was released from Focus Features alongside Relative Media, released in 2009. Obviously, the title is Nine. Yes, I'm taking a look at Nine. Just Nine. So, Nine's a movie. Hang on, sorry about that, guys. But yeah, Nine's a movie I remember when this came out back in 2009, and this is a movie that I know nothing about. I think I saw like a little teaser or trailer on the Coraline DVD years ago, and I thought that might be pretty cool. But I was at Goodwill, and I've had this for a while. I just picked it up at Goodwill a couple weeks ago, not a couple weeks, but a couple months ago. Yeah, Nine. And now, Nine's a really cool movie. I really love Nine. So, the movie stars Elijah Wood, John C. Reilly, Jennifer Connelly, Christopher Plummer, Crispin Glover, Martin Landau, and Fred Tatasciuto. I'm probably butchering that name, and I have no clue who he is. But the rest of the cast, talk about the stacked cast. So, the movie basically follows Nine, voiced by Elijah Wood, and let's talk about the movie. So, basically, he plays a ragdoll who's just known as the number 9. It follows 9 characters, and they're all numbered. So we got number 1. We got 1 played by Christopher Plummer. We got 2, I believe, Crispin Glover's 2. Then we have 3, 4 are 2 that are characters that have no dialogue. We got 5, voiced by John C. Reilly. 6, I'm not sure who 6 was voiced by. And 7, voiced by Jennifer Connelly. So, they're basically, it's set in apocalyptic, set in a sort of post-apocalyptic World War II. So, the film starts out with a scientist that basically makes a ragdoll known as Nine. Basically, the plot is set up. Basically, the plot is similar to the PC game The Neverhood. Imagine if The Neverhood was a movie, but more or less, the character of Nine almost looks like the character Sockboy in the Little Big Planet games that were on the PS3 during the PlayStation 3 days. So, that's the character design. It's sort of like Oddworld, Neverhood, if you combine them and make them into a movie. More like The Neverhood. So basically, these characters, these ragdolls, they're trying to figure out what's going on, and they're focused by this creature with the red light. And this red light, if you get caught by the red light, he steals your soul. And it's very freaky, but my gosh, is it stunning. The CG in this, stunning. Now, there was a short film. I did watch that short film after I watched the movie, so I kind of wanted to watch that and this. And I gotta say, this was actually based on a short film by Shane Ackerman. Shane Acker, I think. Yeah. Shane Acker, he made a short film 9, released in 2005, which was a student film at UCLA when he was going for the animation. When he was a animation major in college at UCLA. So he made that short film for the school, and Tim Burton was impressed. They were like, hey, let's get this guy on board and make it into a feature film. So they worked on the script in 2006, but obviously it delayed that long and didn't get released until a fall 2009. The movie was released around September 9th. 9909. Similar to how End of Days released 9999. Kind of similar to that tagline. Not tagline, but that month, day, and year. So that's really how that came aboard. Focus Features would take a stab at it. Would take a stab at that. They're impressed. Tim Burton was impressed. Timber. I'm just gonna say Timber, who was also working on the movie Wanted, also for Universal Studios, which I do have that. I do have that movie, and I will get to it at some point. But that's really 9, and the characters are so good. Jennifer Connelly plays Seven. She is sort of the warrior. She's sort of the warrior of that group of ragdolls. The group of ragdolls who are trying to survive, and she's sort of like, it's just, wow. This movie is a masterpiece from start to finish. It's kind of slow at times, but stick with it. It's really good. The voice cast is just really good, and I think Elijah Wood is a lead as 9. He really puts it. Just at first, I didn't even know that was Elijah Wood doing the voice. I'm like, huh, well, that's strange. But you have your sort of characters. There's one scene near the end is where they find a record player and they're playing Somewhere Over the Rainbow from Wizard of Oz. And sort of that sentimental in it. And basically, Christopher Plummer voices, like I said, voices 1. He's sort of like the king, the guru of that group. So he's that type, not type of character, but that person. And it's really amazing. It is really good. This is one of those where you really got to pay attention because the visual effects. This movie, I want to talk about the rating on this film, and I'm going to kind of get into before I get to what I rate this movie, which you probably already know what I'm going to rate it anyways. So this movie is rated PG-13, and it is rated PG-13 for violence and scary imagery. Scary images. I gotta say, this movie can be scary at times. I would not recommend showing this to a 5-year-old. Little kids might freak out. I say the age range, they don't really know the age range of this. Was this going to be PG? Was it going to be PG-13? Because the short film that Shane Arkman, sorry guys, I'm just butchering names, Archer. So Shane Archer made that student film, and it was like I said, let me do that. Sorry about that, guys. I just had to have it at the right angle. But he was just, I think that short film's not as scary as the movie. Essentially, he wasn't sure if it was going to be targeted towards children, family, or adults. Was it going to be a kids movie? Was it going to be a family movie? Or was it going to be a movie for adults? So he went with PG-13 because the imagery in this is scary. It's mesmerizing, but it's also scary at times. So, yeah, it's just, wow. This might scare some children. Like I said, I think if they're like, sorry about that, guys, but I think if they're like 11 years old, I think the target range is, if they're 11 above, yes, this is a perfect movie that teenagers will like. But for little kids, I can't recommend it for little kids. But if you're like age 11 or older, check this movie out. It is so good. This movie is amazing. This movie might have a spot on my best list at the end of the year. It's going to definitely go on my best list at the end of the year because it's so good. At first I thought this was going to be sort of like a Nightmare Before Christmas ripoff. But like I said, I felt a little bit of a Neighborhood vibe and an Oddworld vibe. Because it has that very post-apocalyptic style. And this movie is amazing. Like I said, the CGI in this is just incredible. I can easily say, I'm going to highly recommend this. Do yourself a favor, guys. Go check out 9. It's definitely what I like. It's definitely a hidden gem. We'll just leave it at that. This is a hidden gem for sure. And I can recommend it to anybody 11 or older. So, yeah. I'm going to give 9 an automatic 5 out of 5. This movie is so good. It is amazing. It is a masterpiece. The cast is incredible. Elijah Wood's great. Jennifer Connelly's amazing. Her role, Seven, really tells you. The ending is, I'm not going to give away the ending, but the ending has a very good feel-good, sort of happily ever after ending. Though this movie was supposed to be announced as a sequel, he even said in an interview in 2009 that he was going to play on a sequel, but I guess that was scrapped. But who knows? Anything can happen. Anything can happen with movies from the past getting sequels. It can happen. Here's an example. Tim Burton's film Beetlejuice got a sequel with Beetlejuice. So anything can happen there. We had sequels to movies that came out eons ago. So anything can happen with 9. We could see a sequel. Honestly, I feel like you could continue a sequel because it's, without giving away the ending, they kind of tell you that it might continue. So I'm just going to leave it at that. So check the movie out. Give 9 a watch if you haven't seen 9. This movie is so good from start to finish. So that's my review of 9. Thank you guys so much for watching this review. If you did like the content of my channel, you can stop by my channel. You can you can click the subscribe button, ring the bell. No, click the bell, ring the bell. Get all my notifications. I'm on Letterboxd, guys. So you guys can go ahead and check me out there. And yeah, I don't have anything else to say. I was going to get out some negatives, but I really didn't find any negatives. So go check out 9. Like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell. Let me know if you guys like 9. Let me know in the comments if you did like the movie 9. So yeah, I'm just rambling. So yeah. And as always, keep watching those Universal movies. And I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.